tell us about your language learning experience. Starting from school, were you good at English specifically?
Well, that's an interesting question. First of all, I don't really think that I was actually, because I wasn't in Iraq, I was in another country. And
Where were you, please?
I was in Egypt. And, you know, they have started and they know how to make a simple sentence and they know the alphabet, which is something that I didn't even know it. So it was really hard for me. But I started to practice, and the teacher in that time helped me a lot, actually. He told me, you know, you haven't studied it before, but I think you will do a great job.
Egyptian teacher?
Yes. And because of his motivation, I just, you know, kept being motivated and in a high spirit, and I kept practicing. And then I studied for 2 weeks, and then when the monthly exam just came, I had the best degree, the best mark, the best the best mark. It was
so
17 out of 20.
School in Egypt then?
I completed my primary in the first year of secondary, and then I just came back to Iraq. So yeah, but I'm still like very much appreciating, you know, what he has told me, right? And all his support and his good work. Yeah.
So then you went to college. Was English your first on the list, or?
Actually, it was. When I just came from Egypt, I was 12 years old, I remember. And, you know, my grandma was an English teacher back then. And she's really cool. And I like the way she talks about English and the way she talks about literature. And she liked a play of Shakespeare. It was King Lear. She gave me that kick to study and to be that one who's really like going to present.
So that picture you had, was it the same of what you saw in college? I mean, was it a good one, just like you imagined it to be, or it was totally different?
Like what I studied and how things were? Well, college was okay. It wasn't very bad and it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
It helped me a lot through a lot of things, but I didn't have that much of a motivation I had when I was younger, and that was a drawback, let's say. But after that, I just said to myself, I'll do it by myself, to myself, for myself, nobody else. I don't know. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's like something I had in myself saying that, yes, okay, I'm studying it and I have to be great at it, and it was my dream.
Yeah.
As I said, you know, when my grandma gave me that you know, spark, I was like, okay, I'll be a teacher like her one day. And now actually, when she sees me, she says, now you're so much better than me. And I feel like, oh my God, I have done such an achievement actually, and it's just so good.
Nice.
So yeah, as you said, you just asked and why and how. I don't know, like I started finding my way in English, you know, looking up in words.
Was it only, sticking to curriculum of college?
No, never.
These textbooks
never.
Novel, poetry, drama.
Well, I'm very much into poetry, okay, but it was never like the way, because I had to listen to songs, I had to write the lyrics, and I just repeat them, and I tried to sing them as well. It was so fun, you know, and then I'm very much into cooking, so I try to watch cooking shows all the time. Like there is a everyday cooking or something, like a channel on YouTube, Everyday Food by Sarah Gary. She's amazing. She's a ginger person. I'm in love with her. She's so nice. And I don't know, like I loved English because of very many people I have seen in my life, and they just came across me, and it was so interesting that everybody I met was in a way a motivator. Or let's say, if it's not a motivator, at least he's not saying that I'm not helping, or I'm not like I'm not an obstacle in your way. So like things were smooth somehow, and that's why I guess I was the top on my class and the department.
Nice.
And so like the number of the students, we were 120, and I was number one of these people.
Nice. So why do most students or even people complain? English is hard, grammar is difficult, I want English without the grammar. And you found your own way, like you said, cooking, poetry, movies, songs. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what should they do, in your opinion?
Well, that's a very interesting question, and actually we are dying here as teachers because students come and they say, I want speaking. There is no such thing. There is no speaking by itself. It has to be speaking, reading, listening, and writing. If it's like not this whole package, then you will miss something, and then you will have a problem, and then you will not be as fluent and as free as we want you to be.
That's right.
And
Just
that's
like the
why.
ingredients of a recipe.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
If you
like,
remove something.
yeah, exactly. So like, if something is missing from a recipe, then the taste is different, and it's not as you really want it to be.
That's right.
And I always tell them, never think in your mother language, because if you think in your mother language, it will be like very slow process, because
course.
it's all about the first language interference, and the language interference, it never stops, you know,
course,
like
yeah.
you make a sentence in
Can
English.
be negative. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very negative sometimes. You
Yeah.
make a sentence and then you write it and then you say it in Arabic and then you want to translate it and then you have 3-4
So long.
seconds to say a sentence, and
Yeah.
it's never happening, you
That's
know?
right. Yeah. Oh.
So that's why you just have to try to find your way. Some people like to listen, some people like to write, some people like both. So try to have like a whole package.